Welcome to day 8 of 21 Days to Self-Care with Tarika. This week's theme is self-care and the ones you love. Last week the focus was on your own personal self-care and how important it is to give that a priority for health and fitness, satisfaction, growth, learning, and overall well-being. Even though the awareness was brought to the self, very few people live in absolute isolation. Even if one lives alone, there are others in life that make it a beautiful existence. What would we do without friends, family, lovers, partners, and children? Life would not be so rich or colourful and adventurous. The individual may not learn as much about him or herself. Relationships give us insight and are like feedback loops. They can help us to be on track. Friends and family can see us from the outside and reflect back to us the things we miss. Like if we've been overdoing it at work, they'll see dark circles under our eyes. If we're ill, this wonderful network of supports will help us through that. The people that love us are the ones who help us see ourselves when we do something well, and they encourage us. They also help us when we wear something not quite right, or when we act in inappropriate ways. You know all the richness relationships bring. So how do relationships connect with our self-care? The words self-care seem to be really about us. Going to the work of Daniel and Jason Freeman and other gurus on self-care and happiness, we need a range of activities and engagement to feel satisfied as a human being. Interaction with others of our own kind is not only a trait held by humans. Other species experience enormous amounts of satisfaction being part of a family or extended family. You can name, for me, collections of groups of animals like geese, sheep, elephants, lions, and monkeys. Easily you'll be thinking of something of sheep. They all cohabit closely and gain safety and security from living together and helping each other survive. Our human survival is dependent on relationship, even though we may not depend on each other physically as we did before industrial and tech revolution. Relationship helps children bond, learn, be successful, and care for others. In adulthood, relationships bring warmth and laughter, inspire growth and insight, help us feel part of something bigger than ourselves, and it gives purpose. Sometimes relationships do the opposite, and to stay bright, we need to care for the time we spend in cultivating supportive and mutual bonds of affection. To get the balance needed for self-care and sustainable relationships, including all types, is challenging in a fast-paced world. Planning is required for success. To plan for self-care, we can take a few steps back and look before us. Today the exercise is to create the bigger picture by mapping out your roles in life. To help, I've posted a PDF of an infographic with no info that includes a variety of roles to get you started. It's just an example, and you can be as creative as you like about your role graphic. Just put a heading and write what is that you do in that role. Maybe you want to put details about the amount of time or frequency of contact you have. So let's take a breath. Notice our posture. Be seated or lying comfortably. And just sink into the body, noticing any areas of tension and breathing into that area. Notice our feet relaxing, becoming heavier, sinking into the support. Notice your ankles sinking in, relaxing. Notice your calves and knees, thighs, relaxing. Your hips and pelvis relaxing. Going up the back, the lower back, relaxing. The middle and upper back, relaxing. Just letting go of any stress or strain. Especially when you exhale, you can let some of that go. Noticing your front side now, so from your belly, letting go of any tension in your belly, in your solar plexus. Feel that to be relaxed, and feel your chest to be relaxed. Breathing in, breathing out, noticing the breath. Focusing on upper arms, letting go of any tension in the arms, in the elbows, in the forearms. Bringing awareness to the wrists and hands, relaxing them. Noticing your throat and allowing it to relax. And your neck at the back relaxing. Take a moment to feel the muscles around your eyes, feeling them slowly relax. Your forehead relaxing. Your temples relaxing, your cheeks relaxing. Notice your jaw relaxing and maybe coming a little bit open. Lips might part a little bit. Relaxing your tongue. Maybe you notice a swallow as your body relaxes. Notice your whole body as one. As you're breathing in and breathing out, let go of any residual tension in your body. Feel the weight of your body. And now we're just about to enter our garden. This is a sacred space for you. And first we're going to build a fence around your garden. So choose your materials, what size brick or wood that you want to have around your garden. Just visualize that now. Might be a stone wall or wooden planks. Might be something very creative. So you're building the fence around your garden and you're noticing what size your garden is going to be. And notice what kind of gate you're making. This is really important. This is where you let people come in and go out. So once you've made your gate, come inside the garden, and it's a bit not perfect at the moment because you're going to create it. So just have a look around it, see what you see, and see what you'd like to do with this garden. What do you want to bring in? Are you going to have a tropical garden, a little rainforest? Are you going to have a fruit and veggie patch with your flowers and pond? Are you going to have a little river running on the edge of your garden? Where do you want some water, if you'd like some water? And what kind of trees are you going to have? What flowering plants and vines? Are you going to have an English formal garden with lots of hedges, or a nice rambling herb garden? Just see the garden that you want to create and start bringing the plants in and putting everything into the ground. fertilizing it, watering it, creating nooks and crannies where you can hide from all the butterflies and birds that are going to visit you. And are you going to have a swing or an ornate seat where you can spend time meditating? Is there going to be a space for others who you invite in to your sacred space? So when you notice the animals and plants that you have around, the water, any shade that you need, you might need to make a little gazebo or something to help when it's summertime. So just look around at the garden that you've created. Just take a few breaths there. Now you can slowly walk to the gate. Maybe you've got a path to the gate. And you're going to invite somebody inside. This somebody is, one of the most intimate people in your life. Someone that you can't do without. So you can bring them inside and sit them somewhere so they can appreciate your garden. And then once you've settled them, you can go back to the gate and see the next person that you'd like to invite in. Maybe it's 2 people. Once you've settled them in, you can go back and bring somebody else in. So you're getting used to the feeling of having this amazingly sanctified space that's yours, and how you can bring people in, and not everybody gets to come here. There might even be someone outside the gate who wants to come in, and that's not okay. So you've got a nice big fence around your garden, you've got a nice gate to protect it. And you can keep inside whoever you want and keep outside everyone you want. And this will always be your power. So noticing your friends and family who are inside, laughing and having a good time. They might be reading on your beautiful chair or just strolling around the garden, appreciating it. It's time for them to go again, so you'll just accompany them to the gate and off they go back to their own gardens. And it's time for you to just spend a few more moments appreciating your garden. Walking around, noticing the smells, the beautiful aromas and fragrances of different plants. And anything that you can taste in your garden, the amazing fresh tastes. And the abundance of sound that you have in your garden, the natural sounds. Heartwarming sounds of birds or crickets or other little creatures that you have visiting you in your garden. And as you walk to a sitting place, you can touch the flowers or plants and feel what that's like as you walk to your beautiful sitting place. And as you sit down on your beautiful chair or daybed, whatever you've got in your beautiful garden, sitting down, relaxing on your chair and just taking it in, how beautiful this garden is. Maybe you've got a little smile on your face. You can close your eyes on your chair. Notice the sounds close to you. And then notice the sounds further away. You can notice your fingers and give them a bit of a wiggle. Notice your toes. And then gently open your eyes. It's time for you to rate yourself after this little meditation. I want to see how calming it was for you. So out of 1 to 100, from calm to chaos, where are you situated? And after you've done your little rating, it's time to get into creating that graphic with your role in life for each different relationship. Just take some time to do that. And then we'll talk about that more later in the week. Thank you for accompanying me on this journey of 21 days to self-care.